What's up, fellas? Welcome once again to my channel. My name is William, and as I promised the previous week, today we're going to review the movie, well, not the movie, the masterpiece, Hacksaw Ridge. This movie was created by Mel Gibson in 2016, and guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, when I heard the name Mel Gibson, my expectations to this movie went from this to this. I loved movies like Braveheart and Mad Max, and I actually have the movie We Were Soldiers for him. And you know that Mel Gibson is the kind of guy who gives you violence as soon as you press the play button. So I was expecting to see a lot of violence in this movie because obviously it is a Second World War movie. So violence is gonna be there, you like it or not. However, to my surprise, it has violence, yes, but Mel Gibson created this movie in a way that violence, takes backseat. And the main purpose is to feel what the main character is feeling in those moments. And this is the case of Desmond Doss, our main character, a guy from the United States who wants to become a doctor, but he couldn't because he never went to school when he was a child. And actually, Desmond Doss had a thought moment when he was a kid, because when he was fighting with his brother, he almost killed him, and he promised to God that he would never kill. And it's kind of funny because some years later, his brother decided to get into the army because the Second World War had started and everybody started to serve. So his father was really upset about these decisions because his father was an alcoholic and he almost killed his wife. But Desmond took the gun and pointed to his father. So he promised to God that he would never touch a gun again. But you may be wondering, how can a person who does not believe in violence can be a soldier? And that's a good question. I actually thought that too. But Desmond got into the army. He passed all the tests with flying colors. Just one task he couldn't complete. And guess what was the task? Exactly, handling a gun. And just because of that, actually a lot of problems happened. People from his squad stopped trust him, they stormed him, and actually he went to a judge just because of that, just because of his beliefs. And the story continues with Desmond Doss returning to the army, but without the trust of his mates. And it was kind of difficult because they had a mission to catch a Japanese territory named Hacksaw Ridge. And they're doing very well, actually, until one Japanese attack made them left the place. But Desmond did not go anywhere. He stood in the middle of that hell to save soldiers. He was able to save more than 72 soldiers, more or less. And I actually forgetting the main reason why he's doing all this. Why he's not picking a gun, why he's not following orders, why he's saving all these guys. Well, basically because he was a religious man, yes. And this is where I want to emphasize, because the movie, in my opinion, I consider that the film goes beyond the historical fact that is shown, and it teaches us to be a good person regardless the opinion of others. Many times we pretend to be people that we are not just to fit into a social group and be accepted by its members. So these films show us that it is correct to go against the current, to do what is right. And in fact, the film shows us that life is not something linear, and also that there are like setbacks that serve to keep us focused on our goals. I'm glad to see this movie because it was a masterpiece. So heads off to Mel Gibson. This is definitely a magnificent movie, not only for the development of the film, but also for its phenomenal sound effects and its unbelievable settings. It was amazing, guys. It is incredible to see the scenarios of the movie. They are like taken from the Second World War and put it in your screen. So it is amazing to see how everything is created, because you see all the images represented in a way that you get into the historical fact. And guys, I would love to continue talking about this spectacular movie, but unfortunately the time is up, and I would like to know what you think about this incredible movie. In my opinion, it is a 5 out of 5, and let me know what do you think about this movie in the comments below. and I will be glad to read you. And thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.